Right.
Dire team's turn to pick. Radiant.
Timber saw!
Whoa.
Man stands ready.
Ten seconds remaining.
Let's see what this final pick of the phase
5
is
seconds
for
remaining.
AVULUS. Probably gonna pick their safe laner. I don't know. You might wait for the mid matchup to see it, but you don't have the last pick anyway. I guess you're not forced into picking that.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Faceless void.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm just
Dire team's turn to ban.
not confident in the Void. Maybe that's recency bias, but yeah, not very confident in Void at the moment. Storm's gonna get banned. I think if you're one win, you have to ban Invoker, right?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
Invoker's banned. Lesh is still available. Thinking of mids.
Radiant team's Dire team's turn to
Veno is still available. That, you know, mid now in the mix. No, not this time. But Queen of Pain's a good one. Very active early. Sonic Wave, especially. You know, being able to be mobile, put that damage out there. If you
10
can
seconds
start with a
remaining.
Blink Solar Guardian, I think there's a lot that can
5
go right
seconds
for
remaining.
AVULUS. You do have very big jump potential and global presence. We'll have to see.
Void
Choose your hero.
I like the Void Spirit. It gives you more lockdown. Something that I think they're kind of lacking. Although you've got Glimpse that can be lined up now with this Aether Remnant, or if you're just mid one, you just completely hit every Aether Remnant you throw ever because you're a Giga Chad. And we'll see if Squadix can kind of lead on the same thing. Both him and Lorenoff are very good at co-op, so I feel like Squadix is going to kind of understand this matchup very well going up against the Queen of Pain that he loves so much. But I like this one-win lineup. I kind of like both lineups. The one thing is the question mark is just how much is Void going to be able to accomplish? Because I am recently have recently seen a bad Void game, so I'm curious to see what a good Void game looks like. Yeah. So if you're trying to avoid the Shadow Strike, we've seen Queen of Pains kind of switch it up, right? Where you're going heavier into the Scream. Is it Scream or is it Shadow Strike? Are you trying to bait out and dissimulate and then throw Shadow Strike? Do you even have that availability to yourself? Or is it straight just Scream?
Su lechita y a dormir. Su lechita y a dormir.
We'll have to see who's going to outskill who. Will we see a first blood? Game number 1 between these two teams. This is elimination.
30 seconds to battle.
And it's crazy because elimination is literally just the 2 group winners going up against each other in both these BO3s. The playoff teams were like, groups, we could skip that. We're good enough. And then they proved it. They are.
I'm so happy.
Su lechita y a dormir.
This ain't no snowball fight.
I find it very funny. Puppy, I think what I've seen recently is he's a lot more willing to all chat, and I'm hoping, and I don't know if this is the case anyway, but I feel like we're seeing the more fun Puppy phase of his life, you know? Have a little bit more fun with your game, and maybe you have a little bit more success. But we do have a Dota fact, so we're going to send Hoodwink across, chased by this primal beast. Thank you very much, guys. And AVULUS is Puppy's 5th tag in the last year. In addition to playing for Secret, he also played as a substitute for Navi, Edge, and Curtis Pro. Puppy pause.
Oh, you see this? You see? You see this? You see? This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always wanted. Oh, I'm so happy.
That is true, and has done it in different fashions. Showing the brains and the brawn. First blood.
Ooh, Dyer's courier got killed. Those things aren't cheap, you know.
I don't know if No Tail's my number 2. I feel like the Spirit guys have had more longevity at this point. Like Maposhka. We share a birthday, me and Maposhka. We just don't share the Dota skill. Nowhere close. But, you know, it's like, probably not many people are going to understand the reference, but, you know, it's talking about, oh, we have 2 TIs together, if you include the 2 of us. It's like Wayne Gretzky's brother. He played hockey, but him and his brother, they're combined for the most goals in NHL history. But it's because Wayne Gretzky has the most goals by anybody by about, you know, a solid 100 something or points or whatever. It's points now. Yeah, well, Gretzky was the king of goals till recently, and now he's the king of points by a whole bunch. But now, same. Now it's, you know, we'll see who takes over as Ovechkin. He's the gold king now after last season. Who will be the TI king after this season? This is a long season. That's big, in my opinion. Also, for the mid matchup here, you got to wonder how much Warnoff can keep it up, and it all comes down to rune control. As the blink, ooh, still bottled the rune. Wow, Warnoff still getting that, and he needs to get the other one, but the other one was picked up by Sweet and Strong. So this is what I'm talking about. It's their battle of resources, where now Void Spirit doesn't have a bottle charge to work with, and he's gonna have to walk all the way back to base. Just as equidistant, I guess. Jumped on again, but the Starbreaker Cookie gets the follow-up stun. Blood Grenade even thrown. Theocore goes into the Shadow Realm, and now they're even thinking about turning this one around. Throws the Shadow Realm strike and gets the kill onto Mankushi, and Theocore does die, but that's worth it to get the kill on Sven. And Sweet and Strong follows up in the grave with Warnoff making this rotation. And they kill Kasane. This is all three. There's no way to go out of this one except with a respawn timer. No, not in time.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
That helps, and Quap steals the bounty rune to refill the bottle to come back into this lane with more resources. Yeah, so not enough heal. Not enough heal. The Glimpse does the damage. Cookie lands. Quap. Blink. There's no real way to keep up with this. Although if he blinked there, you would have maybe had Glimpse. Now it's still on cooldown for another 10 seconds, so it didn't matter.
Just what I need.
You see that? You see that? You wanted.
A lot of creeps here should push Warnoff to... They're close to level 6 or on it. He's actually going to blink towards the catapult and get that. So yeah, he'll have level 6. Now he's got the Sonic Wave. Void Spirit now sitting here close to level 6. So not the worst thing for Squadex overall after that open space. And that kill onto Puppy.
Like you are just so
Where are you going? Dire's top tower is under attack.
Is strong. Very dead.
Dire's top tower.
And he's not even the one who's deep. It's just the fact that 3 heroes are behind the tier 1 tower. I don't know how many people expect that. You knew both supports were there, but losing sight of Saberlight is probably not the best feeling.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures. Dire's top tower is under attack. They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Warnoff is
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
all behind in CS, but net worth wise, he's ahead by a little bit. Maybe not getting as much out of the map.
Under attack.
Yeah. They have a lot of heroes coming over towards mid.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant structures are fortified.
Couldn't be more different.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. He's died 2 times
Radiant's
already.
bottom tower has fallen.
Bottom tower, though, they're down to the Timber Saw. Smiling Knights gonna spend all this time farming, and I'm not surprised. Helm the Dominator for him. Exciting. I love Helm of the Dominator. Aether Remnant doesn't do a lot.
Time to heal.
I'm surprised the focus doesn't just come through on a Kasana. With Astral Step, a Resonant Pulse, blink away. He's got the shield rune. Don't have to worry about that. And Timbersaw shows up a little bit late to the point where, you know, they back away and his gank doesn't do anything. So they're staying patient. Butts in their seats, ready for what's next. But you could have your butt in our seats. That is at the Sava Center, October 31st to November 2nd in Belgrade, Serbia. That is Fissure Playground number 2. You can get your tickets by typing in !ticket or clicking the banner below. Get more information on single-day tickets or 3-day passes or even the VIP ticket. VIP ticket for 3 days is less than €150.
People hang out afterwards, so
To restore the
It's not
void
surprising to make some friends within the community. Toxicity only exists inside the game. You could all be friendly outside the game.
Dire have fortified their structures.
Or practice throwing headphones at monitors. 2 things. Who knows? Squadix. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And there was the Clockwork cosplayer. Storm Hammer thrown over on these creeps. So now you don't have a stun to follow this up, but the Glimpse will make sure that they can't keep up with the Sven, who is just losing out on that God Strength. Had they been able to cover that a little bit more, it could have been dangerous. Honestly, I thought maybe Saberlight was going to even try to throw down a Solar Guardian in such a way that might have either pushed him back towards Theocore or put him in a bad spot where he might just get jumped. But holding it for now, I mean, there has not been a Solar Guardian yet. Wood Spirit backs away.
Gotcha!
Denied.
Invisibility!
Everybody leaving, but now Snap, I think maybe spotted for a split second. Do they go through the Twin Gate? Yeah, they're gonna send 2 through.
Radiant's
They're
middle
cutting through
tower
the
could use
edge
some
of the
help.
jungle, at least that this is drawn, and then Sweden Strong's gonna show himself, which means he is probably dead on his screen already. Hard to get out of this.
That's one way to cash in. Have you learned your limits? Or are you just warming up?
The thing now is Sane's got 6, he's recovered, and things have spent their time a little bit slower, and you think about what Disruptor can accomplish, maybe making this Faceless Void's life very different as time goes on. But Static Storm, Mortimer's Kisses, still Kasane is dead. Saberlight not going to be in much trouble after that. getting a free kill on the Disruptor, and now the time long forward commits the Chronosphere, but who else is here? Solar Guardian will slam down with a Starbreaker. That was timed perfectly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Find the time to open it up, and you know, AVULUS aren't exactly pushing into heavily. Smiling Knight willing to just kind of stay back, get this Maelstrom, and maybe once the... We'll see if it goes BKB first before this Mjolnir. I would assume you want to go BKB as early as possible, get as much value out of it. Only level 2 in the Nature's Attendants. It's not that strong. Scatterblast connects, but no jump. Maybe thinking there was follow-up behind him.
You see this? You see? You see this? This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always wanted. Oh, I'm so happy.
They do have Dawn with eggs. They could go in.
Let the fighting recommence.
Sven is pretty far forward, but avoids all sight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now they're gonna have information on Saberlight to see he's got his Ags. I mean, they probably assumed he had it anyway. So that kill on that Void, or from the Void, with the Void.
Bounty.
Yeah, they twin gate. They saw Dawn. They know where Saberlight was at with that ward that's up on this cliff.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Yeah, he was slowing down Triple S, making sure that he can't do as much. He's got this pipe, but now they make the jump. Aether Remnant still hits, even with the Illusion Rune going off. They threw down a Static Storm, but all it does is split the fight. They still got the Chronosphere out. They get the kill to Kasane, and they'll look for Sweet and Strong. That'll be a third, and a good fight from AVULUS. The jump forward from Smiling Knight as they made sure to avoid that Static Storm, and now... well, Squad X on the run, doesn't have a step for another 5 seconds. Got 20 charges in this wand, but you can't really go up on the high ground and risk that.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower? Come on, Stripes. They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Sticking around too long. Way too long. Although the net worth lead 4,000, you got Dawn at the top, almost at the BKB. I guess the question now is, will Void commit to getting the Hyperstone, or is he going into the... yeah, all right, Mithril Hammer first. Cool. That's what I thought. Yeah.
guess Radiant fortified their structures.
And they make the jump. Ooh, blink forward. All of a sudden, now you got the Cursed Crown. Doesn't have a BKB. So he's going to find himself in a bit of trouble. Mancucci needs to run. He's got the rest of the team by him. There's no Sonic wait for a second. Now it's up again. So now how do you position yourself? Up on the high ground. Ward placed down. Right up on the high ground. Blink forward. There's the kill on Theo Core getting the Dark Willow to start. They still did not commit anything in terms of the Solar Guardian. They don't have Chronosphere, and they just do not want to fight. They jumped around it like they wanted to on AVULUS, but never really made a commitment.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Having this greedy, sometimes you see disruptors just go straight into the Ags after the arcane boots, but right now he's got the cloak queued. So, you know, yeah. Smoke was just used. Smiling Knight. Oh, 3 heroes there, but the Static Storm. They need the heals, but it's not going to be in time. I mean, that Solar Guardian waited a little while. Sonic Wave hits. They get Kasane, but that's not worth the void just yet. Sweet and Strong is dead too. Both supports are going to be gone. Sven coming around the back, though, has God Strength coming off cooldown. He's going to be able to make a jump in. They get the kill on a Theo Core. They'll find the Sven, blink forward towards Uppy, and with the God Strength, the 8th Remnant, they should be able to get the kill. That's going to be a 3rd. Saberlight as well as Warnoff with the Blade Mail trying to get a kill here on Mancucci. He's trying to jump away. They've got the screen, the Storm Hammer, the damage, not enough, but 8th Remnant, Timber Chain, and a Whirling Death means Warnoff ends up dead. They'll chase Saberlight. The Astral Step. Void's back up in 5 seconds. If he can survive, there's a tier 1 tower to TP to. Squadix, how deep do you want to go for this? Still has Chrono as well.
Bounty.
Annihilation, Bramble Maze, Astral Step, and the Glimpse. Kasane staying close. They won't be able to get this +1 kill on the Squadix. Sword Guardian felt a little bit late.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Double damage.
Grade now to the Cursed Crown.
Attend us.
Puppy. Puppy.
Your actions endanger that.
Just the sad Enchantress voice line. I'll do better next time.
Dire's bottom
Very
tower
sad.
is being chipped away.
What you guys could do better is by following us on all socials. That's !F in the chat to follow us on all social medias to get the future, the present, the past, all in your hands about FISSURE Universe things and FISSURE Playground number 2 coming up. A lot available on our social medias if you just follow us. Figure it out. Yeah, 30 seconds, so they're going to have to make it quick. But now they've got the BKB on Smiling Knight. I was going to say, it feels like he's been building this for a while. Theocore is going to be the one who breaks this gank, and that might just be the best thing for them, is they're going to have to bail. Puppey going north. West is Smiling Knight. Warnoff able to blink away, but now one of the Chakrams hits on a Smiling Knight, and they just can't quite get the glimpse. But he would have been forced to pop that BKB. Now he gets to hold on to it, and Solar Guardian's back up.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Are those cracks in Dire's top tower? Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. They're beating on Dire's top tower. Come get healed.
They smoked. Okay. Oh! You feel it coming.
Oh, this is what I've always wanted.
You can feel it coming. No chrono now. Terrorized Static Storm laid down. Warnoff off to the side. Mortimer's Kisses is coming in. That might be able to get the kill on a Theocore. Goes into the Shadow Realm. Is going to survive for a little bit longer, but they had the Spirit Vessel on him, so he still ends up dead. God's Strength and the damage. Smiling Knight just killed. The Impetus is doing a lot. They do get spotted. So Warnoff gets it.
Been killed.
But that is a kill on a Smiling Knight. It is the 2 for 3, though. Both supports fall with that Void Spirit.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Look at how much damage these Impetus shots from Puppey are doing. We're going to see just some big impact from him. And it's not like the quickest damage, but it is helpful.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Alright, they're going to try and... Celestial Hammer jump in from the Void Spirit. Now Chris Brown's going to pop. That also stuns up the Disruptor. They get to kill on the field with Core. Now they're starting to back away, but here comes Ongushi. They'll go forward trying to kill off this Dawn. Saberlight's got the vessel on him. He's going to try and heal up with the Solar Guardian, but he's not getting any life back. And now the Timber Chain misses.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's going to be potentially a kill onto the Timber Saw, but Saberlight's still falling. The Starbreaker not enough, and Smiling Knight can't even get a bash off.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Feeling like the MVP so far. He's just been in the face of AVULUS. Not really being pushed back in any way. Chrono available. Smiling Knight, though, maybe wants the Mjolnir. They found Kasane. Static Storm gets committed, but the Impetus! Oh, gosh, needed one more shot. He's still going to die to the Shadow Strike on him. That is... yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Well, it does have to do with the fact that it feels like the last few team fights they've fought have not had Chronosphere available. worry. That puppy is going to get brought down low. He still only has 2 levels of the Nature's Attendants, but he's still going to survive. They'll go for Theo Gore instead. And again, the Sword Guardian just feels a little bit late. God Strength popped. Warnoff is dead off to the side, and this is all falling apart for AVULUS. They're going to try and TP out with the damage coming in from Kushi. It's not enough, but Puppy falls. 3 heroes dead. And again, just fighting without Smiling Knight, fighting without this Chronosphere, and just sloppy all over from the side of AVULUS. Really just, yeah, they're looking for the biggest moment. They just don't have, compared to the spend, they just don't have the damage on this Void.
Radiant's top tower has looked better. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower could use some help. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Void, yeah, and about to have Harpoon.
Radiant's top tower deserves
I think
just as
Void
much help as
has
Bard.
kind of missed timings here, and I don't know. It felt like he was building that BKB forever, and now finally gets the Mjolnir, but he really needs the Scotty, and even then, it still requires him to land a good Chronosphere, but it's a similar situation to what we saw with the last time we saw Void. There's an Aegis on the spend anyway.
Radiant's middle tower.
What, you gonna use
should
Chrono
have
for 1
this
life,
abuse?
where he probably doesn't God Strength?
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
A big F.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help. Where did Radiant's middle tower go? Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
BKB, terrorize, and now turning, looking to fight with a sliver of health. They'll get the Aegis.
Dire's
They need to get the hell out of here, but Lornoff not. Who gets caught by the Aether Remnant? Because he's got that upgrade with the Shard, and he's still trying to get out of here. Oh, Chrono on the back line. He's got 2 in trouble. They could get the kill on the Void Spirit, or can they? Static Storm, they don't have the damage. Spin's gonna get out for now. He's got BKB. He's gonna be forced to pop it, but now is he gonna try and fight? Stormhammer, Faceless Void, ends up dead. These Infinite Shots not doing anything out of the Sven. And Sweet and Strong, his BKB is gonna run out, but he's gonna be able to leave or maybe even re-engage. Not near the fight. They miss the Starbreaker again. But they're trying to jump up on a Kasane, who's going to be dusted. He had the Glimmer hit the Shadow on strike. Still not enough with the screen from Lornoff, who's back into the engagement. Astral Step, Aether Remnant lands one more time, and they cannot kill off this Void Spirit. He was chronoed, he was controlled, but never killed. Feeling so vulnerable without the BKB. This Faceless Void, once that is gone, just can't survive. And you start to wonder what he can do. Dude, I think he might be dead. Made this jump. There's no way to survive, and that's it for this Queen of Pain. And you're building this Ags, but now there's a Hex. You're going to commit to it. I'm wondering, like, do you have the luxury to commit to this Ags? It would be between him and Quap, and either are good.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Hexed.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
He may not commit to this though, because he bought the ulti orb first, right? I think he should.
Radiant's
So I was thinking the same thing with Queen of Pain. Do you just go to a Lincoln's now?
Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
Well, he had just the point booster when I was thinking it originally, because that's when he died. He had not bought out, but he did end up buying both the staff and the ogre axe.
Twice the measure of power.
And there's an amplify damage on Squad X. Smiling Knight needs to, yeah, really retreat. Dangerous.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
They win one fight where Roche is available. AVULUS are right back in the game. But now they've got this Lincoln Sphere, and Quap's not buying one. I'm still kind of shocked at that. Ooh, they saw that dominate. Yeah.
That's exact.
I almost want to say he can't be your first target because I don't know if they can clear him before he is able to get the BKB. So do you put him in a situation where he pops BKB, you fight somebody else, and then go for him? True.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Aether Remnant. trolling with the shard activation. Spoink, terrorize, lands. They've got a cookie, and there's nothing more to go with that. Don't know how important this, I mean, Starbreaker with a -4-second cooldown, if he goes to that, feels potentially okay, especially with the shard. You're getting more out of that debuff immunity. By the way, I didn't even realize this, but ooh, they're gonna jump, they're gonna go. Puppy found, and they pop the God Strength. Look at the kill to ward off. He's dead immediately. Yeah, never had a chance.
Need some help.
Gosh, that goes to Theodore, and now Roche is all but a guarantee here.
Years of light.
Are those cracks in Dyer's top tower? Dyer's bottom tower is being chipped away!
Oh.
Something tells me we haven't
There's never
seen
a
the last
chance
of
for any of them to survive, and I think that the big timing got missed by AVULUS. And then you look at the difference where Void is level 21, this Sven is level 27. Triple S, potentially dead. All right, but that's 100 seconds. They're going to jump in. They'll get the kill to Smiling Knight. He gets 2 shot with dealing 4 right on the back. The cleave is too much. Kasane ends up dead. Kuchi's trying to catch up, and Saberlight gets the kill to Sonic Wave, but it's not going to matter much of anything as they now hit this Aether Remnant. The Storm Hammer connects one more time. The BKB's going to be popped. He is trying to go on the edge to try and get something out of this. That BKB's going to run out, and his life will do too, because they're keeping up in a good blink by Kuchi. They just tell where Quap was gonna go.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems. Radiant structures have been snow fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. They're beating on Dyer's top tower. Radiant's bottom tower is no more. It's just not fair. Won't be making that mistake twice.
Buyback.
Dyer's top
On
tower is under
buyback.
attack.
Yeah, I don't really see this working out in their favor. Lotus that was put on him by Sweet and Strong. The Impetus shots are doing all right. They've got the Abyssal, and now maybe the damage with the Impetus gets him the first time. Don't have Triple S, they won't have that Hex, but now they'll jump in. They've got the Silence on it too. He'll blink away, Astro step the other way, and you just can't catch up. You've bought back for an Aegis, and Sweet and Strong maybe.
Over, Mortimer.
They're coming back in. They've got God Strength. He's gonna come through, and Saberlight has to try and survive. He has the Abyssal Blade, now the Solar Guardian, but they already got the kill to Theodore. Celestial Hammer, another Starbreaker. He's trying to keep that debuff immunity. Storm Hammer, TP out. Bash comes in. Oh, Mankushi. This God Strength's only going to last about a 4 minute duration longer, but they've got Triple S coming through. They get the Hex onto the Dawnbreaker. They still have the damage coming out of the Makushi, but he doesn't have Satanic. He can't survive. They get the kill. He's gone for 97 seconds, but he's got buyback.
I almost trust you.
Getting that bash, having the Abyssal, giving them a chance back in. Now he's taking a big break. He could take a stretch. He could go on a walk down the street. He's dead for 2 minutes. That is true. And he, you know, Sven's not going to have to buy back in this situation either.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's not much to get. Guys. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Warnoff is the one who gets the shard. A little bit unfortunate. I feel like Void would have loved to have gotten it, but he's already got it. So he's got the reverse time walk. He didn't need it. The last one now. Now it's worth gold. Does everybody have their shard? No. All right. Timber and Disruptor don't have their shard. I was going to say, a full game of shards is pretty rare. Squadix. Torn up. He's spotted. Silence is there. Sweet and Strong comes in with the Hex, and that pops the Aeon Disc. Also, all these refreshers being made, it did just get nerfed a little bit. Mana cost increased. And the, as well as having the reset cooldowns increase all the way up to 210 seconds.
It fills me with nothingness.
Saberlight would love his. I don't know. I'm nervous. Does backtrack matter if you're just gonna get one shot anyway? Sorry, 2 shot. But if you're going refresher, wouldn't you just want the bigger chrono? Right? 3. He's getting 2 shot. One more BKB doesn't matter. It almost felt like he let him activate that BKB to give him a thought that he's gonna get out of that. Oh. I don't know if Timber would have been able to pull off the refresher and the Hex in time on that Timber chain. They all TP'd back for that. So this Puppy Death, well, they're going to have 10 seconds without Puppy when the Roche is up. Oh, yeah. You're right. We're seeing gold. with amplify damage, yeah, they're gonna take. They're gonna look for somebody. Saberlight, this is literally where you just got caught at. EKB and Sword Guardian to commit out. Had a TP, didn't want to risk it. But Sword Guardian now on cooldown for 60 seconds. The Roche timer extension is 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Smiley Knight. EKB. DP out. EKBs are getting used on defensive maneuvering.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
And you're gonna stay? Saberlight? Saberlight? He's got Sword Guardian in a second, but is he going to be able to survive? He needs to go and get out. The Abyssal and the Astral Step, he's just dead. Why? You knew that there was a ward there. You knew that they were coming. Again, and he's not even leaving on this. They're trying to keep up with him. Astral Step, they go to the Silent Smiling Knight. The Lincoln's is popped. Now they go to the God Strength. He's just dead. I don't know. This is the same spot in the map. They've been caught here half a dozen times in the last 3 minutes.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. I guess Radiant fortified their structure.
They want to force the buyback of the Faceless Void, and they're going to get at least the set before he decides to buy back.
Radiant's bottom barracks are falling.
Jump in.
Killing spree!
They got it. Now he's forced to buy back again. Void still holding his. Another cookie comes through.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And you've got the Shadow Strikes running in, but now Sven's in again. Puppy just bought back. His buyback symbol's not even gone yet. They go to the Glimpse. It's into the Static Storm. The Aeon is going to be popping. They hit the Aether Remnant. Air Vessel on him. Void still holding buyback.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Will he stay for 30 seconds? Astral Step and BKB now by Saberlight. Sonic Wave TP attempt out. Sven's just out for free. He doesn't even have to BKB. He stops the TP willingly. Solar Guardian's going to drop down. They'll try to get the heal. Squadix is here, and now do they have any damage to kill anybody? Void is going to keep himself with buyback, but a volley of misplays here from AVULUS, it seems like. just kept running in. And there they go again. Through a core, he's not dead just yet. The Abyssal Blade was used on an illusion, and now Makuchi comes back in. He's got himself the Amplify, and now with the God Strength, he's not even doing any damage to him. He's doing 0 damage to this Sven. Another Chronosphere. Where's your damage? You've got none. You have no damage. Oh my god. Level 30, not even taking a percentage of damage.
Oh, you see this, you see? Oh, this is what I've always wanted. Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, they want Lauren off. They want to finish this one out. Void's got buyback, but he doesn't have a Chronosphere. He doesn't have anything. There's no reason, I mean, there's not no reason to buy back, but there's nothing he can do with buyback. One's back, puppy pulled, back into the hands of Makuchi. Triple S has himself another one, and GG is called. 1 win will take game number 1.
You see this, you see? Oh, this is what I've always wanted.
Radiant's middle barracks? Victory!
Double kill!
I've seen him in the past come into fucking
5
channels
seconds
and
remaining.
complain about people complaining
Radiant
about his
team's
god.
Dire team's turn to ban. Dire
Double
team's
watch,
turn to pick.
which you
Radiant
said is
team
the
ban.
stronger of the two between
Dire team ban.
so
Radiant
far.
team's
Well,
turn.
we've seen them the last.
Dire team's turn to pick. Radiant team's turn to ban.
But Pango and Mars have had relevance since their inception, and it's just like, guys, take a break. Take like one event break or something like that, please. Guys, chill out.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick. Dire team's turn to pick.
Queen.
Queen of Pain. I kind of like Queen of Pain. I don't know. I'm a believer. That's true, but I think your pickoffs are really quick. I think you're okay with this, but you're also, I don't think you get kited that much by this lineup from Ursa's standpoint, right? Like, where's their
10
control
seconds
as well?
remaining.
Ice Path and Charge. I think you've got heroes that are kind of free to do
5 seconds remaining.
whatever they want at the moment, but you can pick another stun here or a Spectre and then really go global, and I really like that, but whatever, you know, do your thing. But Puck's not available. I guess Pango.
Choose your
That's
hero.
control. But it's, yeah, I don't know how much I like it though. Let me see. I'm not looking in the. Oh yeah, this is a new-ish one, I believe. It's a mixture, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. But I do. I don't know. That I'm thinking like, yes, if you can win early, sure. But if you don't win early and this Abaddon gets to that Radiance and this Ursa gets more time and Squad X has a good mid, like Sweet and Strong's gonna get you to that point where you've got Hunter's Boomerang, the Bushwhack can connect, you can blow up somebody in a heartbeat, and then maybe Kasane makes mid more difficult by having that Satyr creep there, and you don't have the mana to really do what you want in that lane, and Squad X does pop off. Like, I think there is opportunity for one win you know, at a certain point, really jump down the throats of AVULUS. Right.
Bow to your lord.
Prepare for battle!
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how this mid goes, and I'm interested to see where the Satyr creep goes. Just more of that. Like, I feel like that's so important in the early few minutes from Kasane to just have it mana burning, and it's already sitting by Squadix. And what we were talking about, I talked about this with Lizard, and he kind of brought it up, was like, you're definitely sharing control at that point, right? Like, Chen's not just looking mid.
30 seconds to battle.
Just leave the creep here mid. That's it. And then hope for the best. And then I'm wondering when Sweet and Strong's gonna, because we've seen some hoodwinks straight up buy their own shard at the timing.
The battle's starting.
Still 2 for 2. Yeah, you go. Although I'm a little surprised. Sometimes we even see these hoodwinks avoid boots early on, just if they get a level in the scurry. Shadow Strike and Mana Drain, and it's just okay. Cool, thanks guys.
Tree hugger.
Not to deny the range creep. Squadix kind of lazy on that. Also, what?
Hey, penguin.
Middle laners having an ego never would have guessed. Considering I talk about the fact that Emo called himself the self-proclaimed god of the mid lane. There's no ego there. God damn. Shield just exploding in their face every time. Not fun. I think you could send it back, truthfully, to mid. This Satyr creep. Also, I guess it's, just Chen things or Dominator things. Do you think these controlled creeps should have mana regen the way they do? I think maybe more on the ones like Dominator where they have a time limit they could have it, but for like Chen where you just have the creep having mana regen, he's only got a 50 mana spell. He's never under 550. wildly. Throwing out a tornado. Charge from behind.
No!
Charge hits both of them. Kasane's in trouble. He's gonna potentially drop here for first blood. Nature's Prophet thought about coming through, and that might just be what saves him. He didn't come through immediately, but Smiling Knight comes in for the epitome of carry.
Is impressed.
Carry impact. Well, yeah, one right click.
Look at that. Radiant's courier just got killed.
Seems fun. Saberlight has no mana. They're going to TP in the Jakiro, and they're also going to charge. Kasane's in pretty far. Dual Breath, here comes the charge, and that will land, but Theo Core doesn't have a lot of mana either, but the charge leads him right by the courier. Another courier kill. Again, thinking about TPing in. There's 4 heroes down here. Wow, that is a lot coming through.
For the effort.
It does worry me maybe about how much they're giving to Triple S considering his impact in the last game. And Squadix eventually he'll hit this level 6 and he might be able to mirror some of these movements and actually even turn them around. Shield crash comes in. Sonic Wave pushes him back. Theo Akor's in trouble. He just charged in. He's got nowhere to go. That should be a kill for them, but for who? It will be a deny attempt to
Radiant's middle
strong.
tower could use some help.
He really let him get far back towards the tower. Lack of commitment.
Don't be angry.
Looks like Radiance for now.
Hey!
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Yeah, there's no reason to be here. He'll be safe. He'll just farm. Smiling Knight might be dead already. The dive, the commitment, and he'll sprout, but the bushwhack connects, and that's a kill. That's exactly what was getting done to him. And meanwhile, Ursa down bottom, he's in trouble too, and he won't escape. Squadix is here just a little bit too late.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. They're beating on Dire's top tower. Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. Are those cracks in Dire's top tower? Dire's top tower has fallen.
He's top of net
Radiant's
worth right
bottom
now.
tower is under
It's
attack.
good timing so far. God, that's rude. Well, I don't know if you're looking at Kasane right now, but that just the double Satyr stack. Oh, you like getting your mana burn once? How about twice?
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Sonic Wave forced. Squadix also losing his courier, losing those treads.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems. Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
Oh my god.
Not much good's happening to
Just
Radiant's
running these
bottom
creeps
tower.
over at Jakiro. Oh my god.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't think he got mana burn once. He actually stayed far enough
Someone
away.
better help Dire's middle tower. Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Bushwhack. And now they'll go to try and kill off this Jakiro, but there's a Sprout. Puppy alive for now. And Puppy is going to take some damage here from the Shadow Strike, but should be okay if I've done the math correctly. Charge is coming through on a Squadix. Bushwhack's going to miss, and now he'll be hit up in the air. He's got this Thunderbolt Facet. Bounced around a couple times. Blink. No, he can't.
Listening, not listening, not.
Charge goes all the way through now to the Abaddon, but they won't commit that. There can be a lot of action at the FISSURE Universe playground if you get yourself a ticket. Exclamation point ticket in the chat. And you can find out more information on getting yourself single day or 3-day tickets coming through as cheap as €8 for a single day ticket. That is at the Sava Center in Belgrade, Serbia, October 31st to November 2nd. FISSURE Playground 2. Come join us. There are a lot of great teams. There's one more invite yet to show for that event, and everybody else has been set, I believe. I don't think the only China team that has an invite right now is Vici, but they might be waiting on a response from either them or Tidebound. I have no idea. I assume it's another Chinese team that they're waiting on. Vici, that's a conversation for another time. I'm a little bit worried about what they're gonna be doing. Yeah.
Invisibility.
That level in the borrowed time, TP out.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Sweet and strong. Now gonna escape there too. Oof. Wrong trees. Now rolling thunder. He just came over here, man. But that is a waste of rolling thunder. He picks up a shield rune for it.
You hurt the ones you love.
Still working on level 6. And it feels like he's gaining like no experience for these creeps. A lot of big stacks here made by the Jakiro. So Puppy stacks aplenty. Here comes Saberlight to take them. He might macro pyre and help him. Or Saberlight, you don't want these? Okay. I guess I'll just... Alright, whatever. whatever. Pause. Quick pause. Not that slow, though. He's about to have the relic.
I'm fine with waiting and all, but let's go!
Ooh, they need this shrine. Yo, of course, going to come over for a second. I was going to say, if he comes over and is able to steal this, that would be a big issue. But now the charge attempt, Bushwhack connects. And now the TP attempts, but the damage will be lacking, and he'll be able to get out anyway. Let's secure them the shrine, though. Mid. Path, Kasane losing his satyrs. And now he's 6. They go to the ult, and Ice Path down, Macropyre. Squadix is going to blink away, but into a Sprout, and he should die theoretically, but he gets a Sonic Wave off and kills up Smiling Knight beforehand. Sharpshooter flies over, and now they're going to go as the Abaddon. He's trying to fight back onto Saberlight as they lose. Kasane, Lorinov is here. Sweet and strong, Acorn shot. There was a shield crash on a couple heroes. Ursa spending all this time just farming, and they took out this Nature's Prophet. About charging all the way in onto Monkushi. Shrine is available on the Dire side. Nobody's taken it yet. And things just quiet up. Like, Ursa's going to continue. Now he's at the Battle Fury. Like, he's just going to continue to farm.
Maybe my finger got twitchy. Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Strong is still trying to juke around, and they got the stun on a Saberlight. They'll think about the Thunderbolt. Have the defusal, so he is slowed up. Macropyre's down. Kasane's gonna die.
It slices and
That complete value, though. Maybe if they get Squadix, but now Sweet and Strong's the one who's caught by Saberlight. They hit the break with the Sharpshooter. And this may be a little bit of an unwarranted chase by OneWin. Thinking about TPing in the Nature's Prophet. And they're going to try and go in onto the Ursa. They have that ult. Has the blink, chakrams, hand of God. Needs to keep him alive, but look at the damage still going out with a lot of health. And Squadix is behind him, the TP attempt, but they just don't have a way to stop him, or do they? They hit the bushwhack right at the edge. Another death for Smiling Knight.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Yep. Yeah, he's just kind of farming the jungle at the moment, and now up into the lane. Charge on Hassane, no way. Not going through.
Judgment.
Under the 2-1 tower, everybody's here.
Under
Why
attack.
not?
Radiant have fortified their structures. Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're going bottom. They're all going bottom.
Radiant's top tower has looked
Good bushwhack, but they're still gonna go. He's got the borrowed time, but they have AVULUS. They have ways to kite him. They throw a ward down in the lane for the next time he shows up here, and Triple S is just taken out. They have not stopped. They are just going, and they're charging for more.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. Dire just denied their middle tower. Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom.
God, they're right in. Wheelstrong dies so fast. Never had a chance to do anything. And Makushi, I think he might be dead. Charge is coming in. Ice Path connects, and he was in here willingly, but ends up dying on a shot where he wanted to try and fight. They're still going for more.
I almost trust him.
Radiant's top
Amplify
tower
damage on the
is
Queen of
under
Pain.
attack.
But I am not too certain that's going to matter. I'm starting to think one win, they're falling a bit too far behind. Urs has not had the opportunity to survive. He wants this BKB very quickly, but it'll be some time.
Double damage.
Sharpshooter and not enough damage yet. Ice Path TP in, sweet and strong. I think he misplayed his hand. They've got the Mjolnir armor on him. Bushwhack does get the kill afterwards, but he still ends up dead for this. And then Squadix, he's stunned up. Sonic Wave will kill Theocore, but Saberlight blinks forward, trying to get a kill here now on the already blinked Queen of Pain. And then we'll try to blink back down south. They do have Smiling Knight TPing in front of him. And there is another blink available, but he needs to get away. He goes up north, TP attempt. Oh, the goals. Oh, wow.
Well, death is sure to follow. Lots of fun laying around.
You say that, but now he's caught alone. They have Yules, so he's going to get this borrowed time, and then he's just going to be Yulesed up in the air. He's holding it for now. Timber Chain misses, has the Aphotic Shield. Now the borrowed time is popped. They don't even need to hit him, but the Radiance is burning him. He's back to full Ice Path connects, and then he jumps back in and gets that kill. If they can. Currently, Abaddon needs a little bit more to get into this Orchid. Gonna Pain, what's next is that Yules, like you said, and then getting into the Kaya Sanj. The supports are where the big change is. They do finally have this Hunter's Boomerang for the extra damage. Yules slows them up. Path of Nature, charge coming in. Hunter's Boomerang's not gonna matter much on the Pango, but it does hit this Spirit Breaker. Yules into the air, and Theocore ends up dead to Mankushi, but they're all nearby. Can't really engage on the side of AVULUS. Could be a quick invasion. We'll see if they make the jump. Puppy's going to show himself. Bushwhack comes out immediately. There's the scream, the Sonic Wave, the Macro Pyre laid out. And now, can they follow it up with anything? It's going to throw Abaddon first. And throws the Ursa. Sharpshooter. Another Yules. And Chakram's trying to get the kill on a Roche in the middle of the river. This is not amazing. Saberlight still. Can I kill Roche? Smiling Knight waiting for it in the pit. Oh, the snatch ages by Mankushi. They'll get the kill to Smiling Knight. No, he's alive still. The TP attempt, the jump, the damage, the kill. They get the Nature's Prophet. That is oddly weird, just the way that went. And now Lornoff. Oh boy, Ice Path on a 2, well placed. Abaddon can't help out, but the blink forward, and now they're coming back in as Timbersaw's TPing over to the tier 2 tower. Charges coming into the Squad X. Have they gone a little bit too far? They have the Sharpshooter, they've got the damage, they'll get the kills, they'll take out Puppy, but Saberlight still wants more. Charge hits the Abaddon, Abba almost dies. Big damage, no borrowed time, down goes Squad X and Triple S. They want more. Certainly the best Dota on at the moment, and they are trying to make a move on Mankushi again. Bottom charge. They've also got Saberlight charging up that Ags. Can he make the blink in? Does he want to make the play? It's on a sweet and strong. Chakra misses. There's the explosion. Hunter's Boomerang, and now Saberlight, he might be in trouble. Yules, Sharpshooter. That looked like it kind of hit, but I guess I don't know how the hitboxes work with that. Oh god, the worst. I hate that. I almost wanted to go professional. Not that I think I was anywhere close, but I did hold a 230 average at one point in my life. I haven't bowled in like 2 years or so though. No, I don't. It's pretty great. It means I can't take people on bowling dates, though. I mean, even if they don't smoke, they know. Puppy. Blade mail. TP attempt. Blink and the charge now. Ooh, Saberlight's right on him. The Yules, the Sonic Wave, the damage, the kill. They'll get Puppy, but the blink away and the charge coming in. It's going to follow him all the way back, but he'll give it up in the triangle, and now that might cost him his life. Yules in the air. Wrath of Nature comes in. Sharpshooter as well as Squadix's damage gets the kill. Shrine. Just forgot.
You hurt the ones you love.
Yeah. He's taking the role of an off-laner as Sweet and Strong ends up dying there to Saberlight. You need to be careful with these Yules. I mean, it's just like every time Munkushi tries to go in, it's just Yules. I think, yeah, Spirit Breaker has one. Timbersaw has one. Jakiro's not building one, but I mean, that's two. That's already quite a bit. Macropyre already laid down. They've got the Silence of the Orchid. Not much more you can do. And Puppy is going to be dead. He tries to use that Psychic Headband, but to no avail. They have these really cool wards here that see Munkushi, and they do charge him. Although a charge without a follow-up just kind of gives away the fact that he's probably under a ward. The thing about this game, though, is eventually, I know Smiling Knight hasn't had the biggest impact, but eventually he'll have ways to really just let the farm go. If he gets to that level 25, he's only level 20 now. Obviously, that's a long ways out, but if you get to that point where you're just overwhelming and over-farming, you may not have an answer. Yeah, that's Sweet and Strong dead. Kasane falling, and that is an odd move by OneWin to just kind of give up positioning.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Get that obs. They'll take away the ward that was just placed. Yeah.
Generation.
Easy kill. Just an abyssal usage. I'm wondering if that is the item I would think about. I kind of like the nullifier idea. Yeah. Is that the item you need, though? Like, is another basher control that makes it so you succeed here? They have vision on Prophet, but they see him TPing out. Glimmer and Squadix might blink behind the tower, but again, just they're... Did they have vision on him? Did they see him for a second? They didn't see him, but they're going to be fortunate enough to run the same direction. Unfortunately, I think Smiling Knight kind of understands this. And now he's moving south. Jakiro showed up, and Smiling Knight is
Not much
just
good's happening to
going to
Radiant's bottom
miss
tower. Dire's middle
being
tower is
spotted.
under attack. Radiant's top tower.
They're wrapping around behind. Saberlight gets distracted by a courier for a second. Rolling Thunder comes in. They're going to jump and get the kill to Kasane immediately. He's got no buyback. That means no hand of God. That means no pipe. That means no mech. Yules and the control with the Rolling Thunder. Another Yules here. Dual Breath comes in. They'll try to get the kill on that Triple S. As he pops that borrowed time. Smiling Knight. He needs another 4-step, which he gets. The kiting here. They just can't touch anybody on the side of the Radiant. They have nobody to control these heroes. And Triple S is dead. AVULUS take a fantastic fight. The Yules on the Yules and everything in between means there is no touching for this pair. He can't get to the honey he so pleases. Squadix charge. Yules again. Hunter's Boomerang tries to blink away and does get some space. But Saberlight, he's got Timber Chain. He's not stuck in this base at all. I mean, Ursa just constantly Yules.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Not sure why he would.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ice Path again, and they are just kiting this bear.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Warriors of the wood.
This ain't great.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ags for the Screen of Pain. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make in these team fights. So they just are not able to survive the control. They want this Lincoln. And even then, Triple S, he's committing to this Basher. And I just don't know if that should be your item of choice. Sharpshooter. They'll get the kill before that sharpshooter even lands. That's no buyback. An important macro fire and the ice path, but here's a Yule's attempt to try and survive Sonic Wave on the landing. There was also a lot of gold going to Squadix. That was a 10-time spree taken away from Saberlight.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems. Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
And now Roche is up.
Penance.
These guys working. They go to the Yules. They'll get the kill on Puppy potentially. And I just kind of question a little bit. They get the Aegis. If maybe you would even want to have gone Harpoon on Abaddon instead of Basher. Just to, you know, maybe pull in a little bit more. I guess, but if he's already 4-staff and he's slowed, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you do.
My thrift rewarded.
Hex soon for Saberlight, by the way.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
And then I think if it comes down to it where now Nature's Prophet gets to that level 25 and you are unable to stop his farm, you're just not going to be able to keep up on the Ursa.
Dire's top tower is gone. Just a cold fog left behind. Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Hero caught. Whose boomerang means extra damage, and Ice Path and the Macro Pyre laid down on a Squatix. He'll blink backwards. They'll go for Sweet and Strong to get that kill with ease. Split the seams of this Rolling Thunder. They go to the Abyssal Blade. It's going to be out of the Timber Saw. They go to the Hand of God very early. And they keep up on a Saberlight. Yes, they can for a second, but they need to continue to go and get this kill, and they will. That is back-to-back shutdowns onto this Timber, and Nature's Prophet's still over bottom while they lose a third hero. He's looking to get 25. I think he really wants to commit to this.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Fires of the wood.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower. Radiant's bottom tower's got problems. Dire's middle tower just went down. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You look at Nature's Prophet, who has this, removed teleportation cooldown, and he will constantly have that Spirit of the Forest.
Double damage.
I don't know how you start to maintain against him, but he is going to start to break away from this Ursa Diablo. Wait, Mail Link top, Sonic Wave, but they need more damage to get the kill, but you can't commit into Saberlight.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower has looked better.
How are they going to catch Nature's Prophet? They had vision to him for a second. Doesn't matter. You need to
Radiant's bottom
clean
tower
up the bot lane and kind of stake out this
Dire's
ward.
middle tower isn't going to last long. Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom. Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Gold for me.
Are you surprised at the lack of farm on this Abaddon? So, have we seen this Ags upgrade on Chen at all ever?
Live your queen.
No, I'm just asking, would it in any world work well in a game like this? Yeah, all right. I knew it wasn't an instant answer because 1, there's a lot of reading on it. 2, there's a lot of realizing what you're reading. And then 3, you got to analyze what you just read. But I'm interested. I'm surprised he went to the Photic shield barrier. Fire comes in immediately. Pangolier, though, going to be hit with the Abyssal Blade. They've got the Bushwhack flying in. Sonic Wave's going to come through. They're going to kill on a warn off. Stop him immediately. They'll look over at Puppy. He is going to be dead, trying to TP out. The gem's going to be put on the deck. They go to the Yules inside of the Timber Saw. Borrow time pop. They go to the Bloodthorn. They've got the damage. He is going to Yules himself up into the air, but they're going to make sure that he can't get away. Triple S getting that kill. And they are now even in net worth. That whole net worth lead is tumbled back down to earth.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
With me.
This is a big issue.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's snow fortified their structures. Dire's middle barracks are taking damage.
It's going to be at least the melee racks going down, and that will reset the glyph.
Dire's middle barracks have fallen. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks have fallen.
He's holding on to 7,000 golds. It feels like he is just holding on to a lot
My house.
throughout these last few fights. Ags? Connects. They know where they're coming from. Puppy's going to be leading that charge, and he's going to be dead for it. Jump in, and he dies immediately. He's got buyback, going to be using it immediately. And they've got Smiling Knight, but it's from the low ground. His positioning is not that amazing. The BKB, the turnaround, they're going to go for the Timber Saw. They've got the refresher. They're going to look for the borrowed time the second time if they need it, but the jump in. Saberlight already dead. Ice Path will land onto the Abaddon. He's got borrowed time again, and he will pop that borrowed time back to full Theodore gone, and they will find Puppy a second time. Bloodthorn, BKB, the damage on the Triple S. Smiling Knight can hold his own, but can he hold his own enough? There's no buyback available on the Abaddon. On the blink in, they've got the silence, the Hunter's Boomerang, the Bushwhack, the extra 20% spell amp coming in on the Smiling Knight might be enough to get the kill. It will. 100 seconds. He's got the buyback, and he's probably going to be forced to use it. There it is coming through.
I see my woods like the seeds of fortune.
Haste.
Roshan. The roar, but it doesn't really matter. Abaddon not having buyback in that didn't even hurt them either.
Roshan has fallen to Radiant.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think there were a couple fights where Smiling Knight just didn't get involved initially, and those were the last few fights, and it left them very vulnerable.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Bottom tier 2, back door. They need to get, and they're going to smoke up for what seems like a last-ditch
Dire's
effort
bottom
play.
tower is under attack. bottom tower has shattered to little pieces.
Tier 2 drops. They are behind Kasana's army. And they want an opportunity to go in. They don't have a lot of time available on this smoke just yet.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
And jump in, Hex, but the return Hex from Sweet Strong. Sonic Wave flies in. Macro Pyre, they're kind of waiting for their moment to make the full jump. They go to the charge. It's going to be on the BKB to Ursa, but he's okay with that. He's got himself an Aegis, and they're going to go try and chase him down. Ulti used on a Squadix. Squadix is going to be locked down into the Ice Path. He'll blink away. Hand of God is used, and he's still not dead on this Ursa. They'll jump forward as they've got another Hex that's onto the Timbersaw. Bushwhack, full stabs all the way back. Hex onto the Ursa. There's the refresher from Triple S, and he runs over to Saberlight. Refresher from Lornoff going into another Rolling Thunder. They've got the lockdown on Makushi. He needs to be careful about how far forward he's going in, but they get the kill on a Saberlight who doesn't have buyback. Rolling Thunder, blink over. Lornoff keeping this Abaddon up into the air. He is now in trouble, but the Abyssal that lands on the Nature's Prophet. Ice Path is down, the 4 steps back once again. Smiling Knight, he's still trying to get away, but they've got the 100 Boomerang. They get the go to Bumpy. They'll take out Triple S, who doesn't have buyback. Buyback committed here by Saberlight. There's another Hex. They'll look for this Ursa. The chase is on. The charge is on Kasane, but that gets stopped. Squadix in their face, gets the Lincolns popped, and Saberlight now on the low ground. The blink forward, the shock is low. The right click's coming into Saberlight. He'll be dead for 2 minutes. He just bought back the silence onto the Nature's Prophet. Smiling Knight trying to TP away. Do they have anything to stop this? They've got a Yules. Charge over, sweet and strong, Abyssal Blade, Smiling Knight, Sonic Wave, and he will die. He's got no buyback. That looks like it's going to be it. Down goes Steel. Korum on Kushi will make sure they call GG, and 1 win will take the 2-0.